The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back again on The Local Show, and that means that you are too. So stick around, and despite Steve being here, we appreciate your, listening.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Are you ringed out yet?
Yes.
Did you collect any worms?
No, you know what? You dodge a few. You come on the driveway and they're like all over the place.
Why wouldn't you collect those? I told Nicholas that was one of the big things that me and my friend James, when we were kids, well, I say kids, teenagers, early 20s, you would save a ton of money on worms. You get those big fat night crawlers all over the driveway. You pick them up and you're ready to go fishing.
So we would do that, but we did it
week.
differently. We would prep the lawn with little bit of soapy water.
Oh, soapy
put it in a
water.
bucket, and you put it in the lawn, and then that would make the worms come up.
Soap makes them come up?
So we would get night crawlers.
Doesn't that hurt them?
No, they're called night crawlers because they come out at night.
Of course.
The problem is, boy,
they
were slippery on a good day. Now they're really slippery. But to save the money, because I just remember my dad years ago. I remember a conversation. He was lamenting. He goes, "Worms, 4 cents a piece. I'm not paying 4 cents. I'm getting my 4 cents a worm," and he was crying about it.
No kidding.
But
Right now we say hello to Katelyn McCarthy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. It's good to see you. You're the event organizer of Pets for Vets volleyball tournament. That's a mouthful. Tell us a little bit so the audience gets to know you. Are you from Syracuse originally, or no?
Technically, no.
Okay,
we moved here from New Jersey when I was 4.
Oh, so it's a Jersey thing.
I always say that I'm from Syracuse because it's just that much easier.
Yeah. And, of course, people watch Jersey Shore and they think you're like that, right?
So did you grow up on the north side, east side, west side? Which side of the world did you become an adult?
Well, I became an adult here.
Okay, yeah. Well, which side of town? Were you like northern or?
Cicero.
Okay,
Cicero
so you were Cicero area. Okay. And are you have a family? You married?
I'm married.
Okay.
My husband is military, and then we have our dog, who is our child.
Right. So obviously you love pets. How did this thing come about where you wanted to support ClearPath?
So my full-time job with BNY Mellon, I am our VetNet coordinator, which is an employee resource group. Basically, it's an organization that we do a lot of community events, and the bank matches our hours that we do for, I believe it's $25 an hour, our volunteer hours.
I see.
So
that's great.
With ClearPath, we work a lot of their canteens on Wednesdays, and we're there for 4 hours. The bank matches $25 an hour. So with each person,
that's wonderful.
ClearPath is getting, $100.
Sure.
So last year I did it all by myself, with the help of my husband. But I kind of took it. I've done other things with ClearPath. I ran a food drive around Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And then this just kind of became my thing.
So tell me about the dogs. Yeah. How do dogs get involved with this?
ClearPath has a service dog program.
Yes.
Yep. So originally, when we were doing it from the other brokerage, the mascot was a dog. So we said, well, what about Pets for Vets because of the service dog program?
Right. Yeah.
Well, then when I left, I changed it completely to Pets for Vets because Volleyball for Vets is very long.
Yes.
So I was trying to keep it very short.
Yeah.
We do have a couple of the service dogs that come to the event so that people can see what their money's going to.
Okay, so the money goes to support service dogs and train them and get them
for vets.
For vets.
So part of the money goes to the service dog program, and then some other parts of the money go to different programs within ClearPath because the service dog program does get grants. And so ClearPath does need,
Other things. Yeah, sure.
For the canteen, for different
because that canteen program is pretty awesome.
It's fantastic.
Anybody who's military or not can go up there and eat.
Right.
It's amazing.
I've gone when my husband hasn't been there.
Yeah.
I took his parents who were, his dad is, retired military, but I've seen children up there.
Yeah.
I've seen toddlers in,
right,
strollers and things like that.
And that chef up there is amazing. I can't remember his name now, but we had him on the air.
Yeah, they do some really good stuff.
And my husband and I have volunteered on Thanksgiving, and their Thanksgiving meal is
out of this
phenomenal.
world. Yeah, that's great.
So there is this big volleyball tournament, June 14th, sounds
Yes.
right?
Yep.
And how can people get involved? Should they bring a team? Are you trying to raise funds? How does it, tell me about it.
So it's labeled Draw Fours, which means that we take the different levels. When you sign up, it has like advanced, intermediate, rec. And then we take those and we make teams. So that way.
So I'm not bringing a ringer team. I'm not, I'm not bringing Tom who can spike over the net like nobody you've ever seen.
So what we do is we create those teams so that it is going to be a fun tournament. We don't have the people bringing in ringer teams where it's just not fun. However, I do know that there's people that come in that don't know some of the people at Sharky's. A lot of the people that come, they play there.
Sure.
But like I had an 8th grader send me an email and he was like, hey, can you tell me a little bit more about the tournament and how it works and things like that? And so I was like, yeah, this is how it runs. And he goes, okay. He's like, what if like we don't know anyone? Can we bring a team?
Right.
And I was like, I'm okay with someone asking to bring a team.
Yeah.
So Pats for Vets volleyball tournament, June 14th, Sharky'sBarandGrill.com. I know there's info there. Also on, if you're a Facebook fan or if you're on there, Pats for Vets Draw 4S.
Fours.
Yes.
That's 4S. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, fours.
That's an S. There's no apostrophe. Yes, Tom. That's why Tom does the reading.
Wow.
I didn't
you're
make
doing
that
fine.
That's
page.
okay.
That wasn't me.
Gotcha.
We love what you're doing, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.